I got these two long boxes because, like yesterday, of all the books, I've got a few of them in the bag that he provided, and then I left the others in a couple piles in his room. And the way that the piles were organized, that I'll have one. A pile is roughly the amount that I'm able to carry in my hand. So we'll say like 5 books at most. But it depends on their size and stuff like that. And I have like the different sizes of books. Like you have ones that are like that are big, like the size of an A4 sheet. You have ones that are like if an A4 sheet were folded over and then turned on its side. And stuff like that. Now has these boxes by the fact that I don't have a use for the boxes anymore since the others are in his fucking room and they're not taking up a lot of space. They never really were anyway, but whatever. So, well, the school on Tuesday, the 20th of December 2022. As I'm speaking, I'm going to be sorting out these boxes. Got my results today. Media, I got a C, and English, I got a D. When I have my tablet and my iPad and stuff in the box, just to make it easier to carry up. Right. So, I was fine, and I saw my mentor, and I was like, do you know where the media teacher is? No, I don't. And my old classroom assistant was also there, and she's like, okay, I explain what happened, what's up with them, because actually didn't explain it in the video. But look at the parent pay last night, and the media teacher booked a trip to go and see Romeo and Juliet in February. And it's like, he's invited years 10 to 14. Which, it's got to be at least 70 people that he's invited them. But he only had 20 tickets. The tickets went live last night, sold out. So I went to ask if they genuinely were, if it's just a glitch on Parent Pay. We have no idea. Like, he knows nothing. I'm not insulting him or anything like that. Like, I've asked him, he doesn't know. Anyway. So I'm trying to think of what's next. Excuse all the I have all my comics in bags because that's how you're supposed to collect comics. Put them in bags, stop the pages from going yellow and stuff like that. This bag is falling apart. It's someone else's bag. I'll have to get my own bags. Put it there for now. Sorry, I was looking for red because I remember reading that thing and what the fuck, because the red films are great. I love them. The comic, however, was the first scene and then the last scene. All the middle parts in the film were original to the film. So I just read basically the rest of the day, except for kind of Flashy Journey. It was Rewards Assembly today as well, and I also read during that because I do not give a fuck about the Rewards Assembly unless I'm getting a voucher. If I'm getting food or a pin or something, I don't care. I don't want it, especially the pins. And funnily enough, I got a pin today. I got gold pin for achievement points. I don't want achievement points, really. I don't deserve achievement points. I didn't know we still did achievement points. And that's basically it. Actually, wait, let me put this bag off again because I need to get the bag for red. And there's a couple more comics to go in. Yeah, this is Twitter as of 21 past 4 p.m. So you'll be fighting for their freedom, right? You're a free speech advocate, after all. It'd be hypocritical not to. I love it when people who know nothing about me appear my mentions acting like they do. Do I have logins here? No, I don't. Shit. Even in my business emails long after the mute stuff. Dear giant penis one. Sorry, I have a feeling that. Yeah. Somehow Fred going, the big stupid poopy smelly meanies totally deserve it, but I'm better. With no follow up or change of attitude isn't exactly inspiring. Sorry, I'm getting bad acid reflux right now. No, that's what it said. That's not what it said at all. Admitting you can't even read is a pretty big self-owned but understandable response to your attempt at a snide tweet being completely demolished. Here's a question. Right-wingers should have freedom of speech. Do you agree? Banging on about how they're supposedly all guilty of awful shit and how much you and your ILK, I don't know, are supposedly victims is fighting for the free speech of their opponents, is it? What? Okay, I'm gonna say what I think he said. So you claim to be victimized, that your freedom of speech is gone, but you say you also want your opponents to have freedom of speech? I think that's what he said. And yes, I do. Only an idiot would think their views should go unchallenged. Your point. Sorry, while I was reading that, my shifted the R's in my chair. Sorry for the longish break. I'm in them. I'm sorting out the rest of the comics because I had some in my other room that I was just leaving on the bookshelf for some 2 years, some a couple months. Yeah, I've said that. Again, you don't really have to go. Sorry, you don't have good reading comprehension, so yeah. Let me explain it in the level just above soft puppets. I've got like, I don't want to say what it is because TMI, but I've got something in my throat. I don't know how I pronounce that I in a Texan accent, but whatever. So, I mean, I've had it for like a week now, but I'm really feeling it right now. I said that engaging in the same behaviour makes us just as bad and hypocritical, that behaviour being stifling speech, and we should not do that. In other words, that behaviour is stifling someone's speech, and I say we should not engage in that behaviour. That means I'm advocating for not restricting their speech, which means I'm defending their free speech. Anyone with basic reading comprehension could have understood that, but you came with a snide comment, acting like you knew me and my opinions, which you don't even read. Then when it turned out I had in fact done the thing you assumed I didn't, you mauled it like a bitch. And who said anything about unchallenged? Challenge it all you want. I'm asking you if people have the right to say anything, sort of whatever they are. So if, say, someone called a trans woman a man, you would obviously disagree, but defend their right to say it? Why do right wingers always resort to so I can say X thing about Y demographic when it comes to any free speech argument? Because that's the thing that pisses you off the most, and that's the thing that you want to ban the most. I believe you shouldn't. Also, Mark isn't right wing. I believe we shouldn't be legally punished for saying stuff like that, but if you lack the self awareness to realize why it might be upsetting to some, that's not what he's saying. Like, yes, that's what he agrees with. Criminal consequences, no. Social consequences, like, oh, that guy's a dick, I'm going to avoid him. Fine. Saying like the self-awareness to realize why it might be upsetting you some, or why certain people might ask you not to say it in their company, or even on a platform they own. Yeah, it turns out the government isn't your friend. The left discovered this decades ago, or even why your own friends might go, dude, stop. Well, sorry, bro. And yes, you free gritted teeth after implying we totally deserve any shit flung at us. He didn't say that. Well, another thing of free speech is that you should be able to criticize whoever the hell you want. Yeah, so free speech extends to. Yeah, right. People throw shit at the journals. The journals throw shit back. Like, that's free speech, basically. Said free speech extends to us too. Well done, you beat me in that regard. Well, will you actually go on to actively support people on the left to get banned or censored? He did. He did. Or will you just make more posts like this one, posting how you're a veteran on the 60th Twitter war? So this is the problem with you guys. You act like experts and stuff when you actually have no clue and then you go off on tangents with arguments that were never made. Never at any point did I say, should right-wingers be able to say X and no one can say anything about it, but you went on some alphabet super rant acting like that is what I said. I didn't say that. I was talking about criminal prosecution. In fact, even just saying people can't reply to speech is against free speech, which is a dumb argument I would never and didn't make. Also, this will you now defend the left when, bruh. This is what I mean when you guys just come strolling in acting like experts. You don't watch my videos, follow my Twitter, or consume anything that I produce. In fact, you should probably actually avoid it. Everything you know about me, you either learned from leftist discords or Dave down the pub. In fact, your knowledge is so lacking that you were not even aware of the threat I made just a few days ago that showed me doing the exact thing you were claiming I didn't do. But despite all that, none of it stopped you from coming in here acting like you knew what my opinions were or what my past actions were. I have defended the left's freedom of speech for literally years. It's just not something I have to do often since you don't get censored much. But congrats on being in the 1% of leftists that actually do believe in freedom of speech. You guys are unicorns these days. Our logo is almost finished. Which do you prefer? I have been summoned. You should have Sue say, "Oh, that's a wee tiger you got there." She refuses to do it. If that is when the right people stop using it, they might respect your pronouns, but your adjective and noun will remain giant penis. Absolutely rampant misgendering on Musk's Twitter. Don't know what work for the year, which means I get to take some actual time off for Christmas. I haven't taken time off in a long while, but you're getting one smaller video before Christmas and a fat hour and 20-minute mad lad just for New Year. Well, you still uploading stuff to the second channel, or is this full time off? Got some pre-recorded second channel videos, but the last one is on Christmas Eve. I'm not one for I'm not one for fart jokes, but that was louder than I expected. Like louder and longer. I thought it would just be like a toot, but apparently not. Some kids connect their phone to the Bluetooth speaker in church and played a big fart. Horn of Jericho.
See, I think you're a Nazi.
That's great. I think you're a prick.
See,
I miss him. I miss your big penis. Today's comic is too spicy for even Twitter. See more comics, check bio. Right, he censors it a lot on Instagram, but he's never, that I know of, censored it on Twitter. I don't forget the website. Your lungs. I breathe air for you. Your heart. I pump blood for you. I don't know what body part that is. I'm sorry. I felt the waste for you. Your brain. Kill yourself.
Rent money. I don't like streaming. I don't like any of the games I play. I'm fucking depressed and fucking miserable. I don't sleep. I eat like shit. I have no friends, no social life, and I'm fucking miserable. There it is. Rent money. I don't.
Jesus. While the people do this instead of working an ordinary job, how Wi-Fi do you think Warhammer 40k will get after Hollywood touches it? Nightmare blunt rotation. I don't know who any of these people are. EU just announced a direct carbon tax on individuals for heating petrol and diesel. They admit it could cause massive continent-wide civil unrest. How is this not the biggest story in the world right now? Twitter Files Part 7, FBI and Hunter Biden laptop, how the FBI and the intelligence community discredited factual information about Hunter Biden's foreign business dealings both after and before the NYPD revealed the contents of his laptop on October 14th, 2020. People who live here full-time said it's your one vacation flight per year causing climate change. Sorry, France, but this is hilarious. Arrest Trump for literally telling people to stay peaceful and go home. Only in a randomly corrupt hellhole could that stick. Oh. Studio The Rent. This shithole for £1,096 PCM. I don't know what PCM means, but that should be £1,096 a year. That better not be a month. I'm following this account. Maybe you launch a follow the example of that much faulted establishment institution in the EU and just keep running polls until he gets the result he wants. Ah, so now you realise, Paul, In response to Roth, Baker repeatedly insists that the Hunter Biden materials were either faked, hacked, or both, and a violation of Twitter policy. Baker does so ever email in a Google Doc on October 14th, 15th. Well, I mean, even if Hunter Biden's emails were, even if it were leaked through hacking, that doesn't mean that the evidence is fake. The FBI were given Hunter's laptop and then lied to Twitter about how contents were procured in order to censor a damaging story for Biden. This is the big reveal. Direct election interference and censorship by a rogue government agency. Actor Tim Robbins expresses regret for supporting corona authoritarianism. Yeah, what the fuck is Tim Robbins doing expressing that? I mean, he did one film which, while it is considered by many to be the best film of all time, that's all he really did. Elon appeared to agree with suggestions that the poll he ran to determine whether he should step down as Twitter CEO was rigged by bots and that the poll would conduct it a second time. Well, I didn't get the chance to vote the first time, but if I get the chance to vote the second time, I am voting he should leave. As southern border chaos explodes, Biden did his first sit-down interview in almost 2 months, yet it was with a celebrity and nothing he said was about policy. Who was the celebrity? Whatever. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre silently asserted that it was misinformation to suggest the southern border is wide open. In lockstep with White House, elements of the media are claiming that the worsening crisis at the southern borders followed the Republicans and conservatives spreading misinformation that the border is wide open. So what you're saying is the Republicans saying that the border is wide open is what's causing the border to be wide open? Following grotesque comments made about the First Minister and Meghan, I do not believe Jeremy Clarkson should be allowed to back on our screens. I've written to the chief executive of 5TV. Why are you defending Meghan Markle? You fucking un-British prick. Also, that is one of the lightest things Jeremy Clarkson has done. Hell, his ads for beer is more offensive. Banned Clarkson from TV forever because he did a mean joke about Meghan Markle. After all the real outrageous last 2 years, this is what you're mad about? Fucking absurd. In fact, me just swearing is more offensive than Jeremy Clarkson's joke, because that was the problem with his beer ad. Because like what was he? He took a sip and he was like, "Fuck me, that's good," and because he swore he couldn't air it because he wanted to air on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Still, you blowing things out of proportion. Jesus Christ! Reporting Jeremy Clarkson to the police because he said what he compared Meghan to someone from Game of Thrones. Right, let me see this. I'm contacting you in relation to the attached long report you recently made in West Mercia Police. What you've disclosed in the report does not relate to hate crime, as there's nothing in the article that is motivated by prejudice on the basis of ethnicity. With the article being the journalist's opinion, if you're unhappy or offended with the article, you can make an informal complaint to the episode. Don't complain the episode. They are useless. Right. Well, I'm glad that Jeremy isn't being arrested. Anyway, after they told you to go away because your report was based on a total fabrication. Clarkson's mean joke didn't even have benefit of Meghan's ethnicity. You clown. Call it net zero because that's what your bank balance will look like at the end of it.